guys, Michael Graves from MonkeyMagicShop.com with your trick of the month. Today I'm going to show you an effect that I've been performing for quite a while. It's great. I love it. It's not a great opening effect. You want to put it in the middle or the end of your set. A lot of times I will end my set with this. You can use it as an opener if you don't do anything after it. But I don't recommend it. I'll tell you why in a bit. I will not be using my patter for this, just for the fact that it'll take a little bit longer, and I want you to customize your own patter, your own ideas into this effect. So, let's begin. First thing you do, gather up your deck of cards and give them a mix. I prefer to use a blue back deck when I'm on camera. Normally when I'm out performing, I like to use red. There we go. Give it a little shuffle. You're going to have the spectator select any card face up. So, here we go. Spectator Bob is going to select the 7 of diamonds, which is very interesting. That is amazing that Spectator Bob decided to pick that card. The reason being is the 7 of diamonds is the only red card in the blue back deck. Let's toss that red card back into the deck, just like so. Give it a flip and one cut. With a snap of the fingers, boom. Did you see what happened? I'll show you. The entire deck turned red. Almost every last single card, except this blue one right here, which is the 7 of diamonds, the one they selected. Now, are you sure you saw that correctly? Because the 7 of diamonds is actually a red card as well, just like every other card in the deck. That is the quick version. Alright, quick version right there. I will show you how to do it with a gimmicked card, and then I will show you how to do it with a regular card. Alright, so let's begin with the explanation! Alright, it's time to reveal the secret of the color changing deck. I do love to perform this one. So here you go. You're going to need a regular deck of cards, and please do not tell your spectator you're using a regular deck of cards, because in their mind, there is nothing else but a regular deck of cards. Please do that for me. That would make me happy. Yes. Okay, so you need the deck. You also need something very, very, very special. You need this card right here. You need a double backer. Red and blue. Red and blue. It's like the Matrix. Which side are you going to pick? Okay, terrible jokes. Good magic, though. Here's your setup. Blue backer goes on top of the deck. If you have a blue deck, of course, you would use the red side, so the opposite color. Close the deck up and flip it over. Now you're going to do a Hindu shuffle. I've seen a lot of magicians do this. Let me zoom in just a tad bit here, and I'll show you some nuances that are going to help you with this. A lot of times when people do a Hindu shuffle, they move both hands rapidly. They move them both hands. The correct way, or the way I like to do it, is you keep this hand static and you move this hand. So the cards fall just like so. Okay. You want to have a little bit of a gap. As you see there, I have a gap between the cards. Kind of hard to get in that camera angle, but there's gap enough for the deck. That's so I can drop the cards down. You don't want to do it right on top of them. Just looks better the other way. So let's get that reset up here. So here we go. You're going to do your Hindu shuffle. Let me zoom back out. Ta-da! Few pulls, like so, and you're going to show the back, which is actually, you know, the top, the blue card. This card is never changing, even though to the spectator it is. Be very careful not to get a show here where you have some cards sticking out. One way to counteract that is, as you do this, tap the cards here, show the back. Don't show it too much. Don't do every single time. All right. What you want to do is just a few times. You're going to give it a mix like so. You're going to show. Then you're going to take this packet and slide it back under the deck. So you're in your returning beginning position. The spectator now has a free choice of any card. I do like to have them just touch a card. That way I can remove it so they don't pull it out and look at it instantly. So what I do is I have them touch a card. They're going to touch this one right here. I'll put that in their hand, or I'll set it down on the table, depending. Their attention is now on this card. I'm going to turn the deck over, and I'm going to do a push-off to get into the tilt. So the push-off is right here, and I grab the tilt. Now you notice when I push off, you can see the red. So here's how you fix that. As you gesture to this card, okay, you pick the 5 of hearts. I am doing the push-off. And I'm doing it quick enough that they're not going to notice, and it's a very small push. All right, so again, I'm going to turn, and kind of an exposed view, I'm going to push that card out and get my pinky break underneath. It gives you a reason as well. I'm going to show you that card, and there we are. I'm now in my tilt position that you can see. You should know the tilt by now. If not, I'll be explaining that a little bit. Take their card. You're going to slide it right there. Looks like it's going into the middle of the deck. Now, 2 ways that you can continue this next part. If you're a beginner, you can turn the deck over and you can just give the deck a cut. Okay, that'll put you in the correct position. If you are a more advanced user, you can do a pass, you can do a midnight shift, whatever you would like to do to basically cut the deck. So we'll do it as the beginner version. Here it is. We cut the deck. What that now does is when I turn this back over, it's now going to put that double backer on top of their card. So as you go through the deck, you're going to stop when you get to that card. You're going to drop these cards to the table. If you don't have a table, you can just continue to hold on to them, but I like to leave those onto the table. I'd like to thank Tyler Erickson for giving me that little tidbit. It has helped a lot. Now you have these cards spread. You can now have that double push-off right there. They're already set. You're going to pull back and get a break under 2 cards. So I now have a break under those 2 cards. I'm going to come over and I'm going to do a double. However you want to do your double, this is the way I prefer to do mine. And you're going to turn it over. As soon as you turn it over, you're going to take it off. These cards are going to get set down and spread. And you're going to say, so now we have your red 5 has turned into a blue 5. Or did it? And bingo bango, there you go. It is all red. The cleanup is simple. Your gimmick card is right here. You're going to come here, pick it up, and you can just ditch this into your pocket if you like, put the cards back into the case. Michael Graves, what do I do if I don't have a double backer? Well, that's easy. You can use a single card. Okay, this is just a blue joker from another deck. I'll go through the same procedure as before, but we're going to start at the point where the deck is cut. So we're going to say that they had the 3 of diamonds. So you go through the same procedures, the same Hindu shuffle, everything. At this point, though, when the deck is cut and you turn it over, when you come to their card, it's still the same. These cards go down and spread. You now have your push-off here. You get your break under those 2 cards. So we're doing a break in slow motion. Now, here's the difference. When you turn this card over, let's do it again. When you turn this card over in the double, you cannot just push it off because you're going to expose that joker underneath. So we're going to use a principle that we used earlier, the necktie. So again, here you have the blue card. You're going to flip, and as you peel off this card, you're going to turn your hand. Okay? Now, right now you might be able to see it just how the camera angle is going, but the spectator's in front of you. So it looks just like this. Boom. You turn this down. Now, you can spread these if you want, but be very careful not to expose that blue card at the end. I'll show it to you one more time. Here we go with the double. We necktie down. These cards get dropped. You can spread them out just a bit. You can spread these out as well. And then you turn this one over and show that it is red as well.